I had to make 24 cupcakes. And let me show you what I did. So first I started off with the packaging. So we had to have like a box and all of those things there. So I started by assembling the box and making sure that I was doing things the right way. Then I started off with these cupcake inserts. So I needed like two in each box. And then I put them in. So I was done basically with the first box. Then I started off with the second box. I did the exact same thing. It was so easy, so simple. Then I finally did this and I put in the inserts again. Just make sure they are ready for the cupcakes to just go in after they're done, and close it and keep it away. Then I went to the kitchen, I had a little chit chat with my father, and then he just reminded me something about my camera. So I got the eggs out and we were making chocolate cupcakes. So I finished do like the dry ingredients part. I actually didn't have time, by the way. So I started off with four eggs, and at this point I was just talking to someone. So I was trying to look for something to draw and all of those things there. Then I got back and I started to whisk or beat up the eggs rather. And then I had to get all the wet ingredients and then put them together. By the way, I finished measure the dry ingredients and I was busy measuring oil. No, sorry, that was water. And so I started off with all the wet ingredients. Then some milk, obviously. And at this point, I was so scared if the whisk fell down. But never mind. Then I got the dry ingredients and I poured the wet ingredients into the dry ingredients. And at this point, I was so stupid. Let me tell you why. I should have got a bigger bowl. And you're going to see the struggles happening. I whisked and all of those things there. And this just took so much of arm work. I promise you, if you have to bake, you need a lot of arm work. And let me tell you, I was very tired, as you can see. I just could not take it anymore. But anyways, I know some of you are going to think, like, Sana, there is dry ingredients at the bottom of the bowl. Don't stress, guys, I got you. Then I was bringing the oil and a spatula just to like wipe that down. And then, as you can see, I could figure things out here. I knew that the dry ingredients were still at the bottom. Then I added the oil on top, and then I make sure like that just made it easier to mix. And at this point, I was just wishing for like a bigger bowl. Like, why didn't I take a bigger bowl? Anyways, I just carried on mix and mix and mix. And I was so tired at this point, and I realized I just messed a little. And I started cleaning up. And then, okay, I went back to the mixing. So then I was tired at this point. I said, okay, I need the weapon. I got the spatula out. Aha, that's the best part. That is so satisfying, by the way. And so I make sure that I got all the dry ingredients that was at the bottom. As you can see how much came out. So if you're planning to bake, just make sure you use a spatula, because a spatula is my best friend, and I'm sure it's going to be your best friend too. Anyways, then I was done mixing, and then I started mixing a bit more and making sure the consistency was right. And then I was finally done, and then I just wanted to clean down the bowl. Yeah, that's pretty much. And so I kept that aside, and then I started off by washing my dishes. Let me just tell you, I am a very OCD person. I cannot bake or cook in the kitchen without washing my dishes, because, like, if you think about it, dishes just piles. If you don't wash them, they pile and pile, and at the end, you are just one frustrated human being. But, anyways, I wash my dishes and I keep them away and whatever. And so I know for my next step, it's a bit more easier. Then I was washing and taking so long. It's like taking forever. Never mind. I think that's the last one that we're going through. Anyways, I was done, and then I was wiping the sink, making sure everything was clean, because obviously I cannot cook in a dirty kitchen. Like, I cannot. And please comment down if you also cannot do that. I would like to see some of your comments down there. And then I was done. I was wiping my hands, and then okay, I took the cupcake tray and I was ready to put in my cupcake holders and all those things there. By the way, I love using white cupcake holders. They're just so easy to deal with, and whatever the case is. And I think white cupcake holders just go with any color. Like you can use it for red velvet, chocolate, vanilla, and every other cupcake flavor that you could think of. And I'm here struggling looking for the ice cream scoop. I could not find the ice cream scoop. And once I found it, I just washed it and wiped it and brought it. So I use the ice cream scoop so my cupcakes just come out all even. Like each cupcake holder has the same amount of mixture. So this makes life a bit easy. But if you want to use a spoon, you're more than ever welcome. And then again, the whisk wanted to fall. But anyways, so I started off that again. So I had to make 24. By the way, this is only 12. This is like the first batch. Um, Another mistake, I did not record putting it in the oven and taking it out. But no stress, you're going to enjoy the rest of this video. OCD again, love cleaning the bowls, I cannot. And then, as you know, I live in an Indian household. With us, wherever we find space, we're just gonna add it, put like our pans and all of those things there. So I started by emptying out the oven, and then I was making sure the racks are even. And then I put the plug on behind and I set the temperature, whatever the case was. I honestly can't remember what I was doing there. But anyways, then so I started putting things back into its place. And then here we go. I made the frosting and now I'm piping. I love piping. And if you want to know how to pipe, make sure you comment down there. I can do a whole video for you. This came out so beautiful. Absolutely admired it. By the way, comment which cupcake you would like me to make next. These came out absolutely so delicious. I cannot even explain you. And then I kept some for home, the extras. As you get closer, I piped them, added some gold glitter to make it look fancy because I'm a girl. Love fancy things. Then obviously I didn't forget to package. So I'm just showing you how I did that. This is honestly so satisfying. And this was our tea garden. We basically were raising funds for our farewell because we are in matric. And alhamdulillah,